it's Kathy Kress again, and I'm back for my new YouTube channel on geriatric care management, and it is based on my new manual, my Geriatric Care Management Agency Operations Manual, which is on my website now, kathykress.com, and it's soup to nuts how to do and operate a geriatric care management agency. And it's a manual, but it's also electronic, and all the forms are available. And so we are doing the first part of a geriatric assessment. That's a psychosocial assessment. And I said there were 4 parts to it, and they're the 4 main parts. We've already gone over that. But now I'm going to go over what, in addition, needs to be in a psychosocial assessment. And remember, we have been following this Lebanese gentleman. His name's Mr. Hyatt. And he's 85 years old. He was widowed of his wife of 60 years. And the sister, who's 79, called you from New York and wants you to do a geriatric assessment because she's worried because he fell by his pool. And he didn't come to the Lebanese family reunion, and that was a big problem. So now we're going to do some parts that I left out. And remember, this is supposed to be 3 minutes. So I am teaching you what I usually teach in 2 hours in hopefully 3 minutes. It's running over. So you also need to figure out economic and legal background of the person that you're assessing. Because you want to know, can they have a Jaguar care plan or do they need a Hyundai care plan? And that depends upon economics. And so even though it's difficult for most people to ask questions about money, you really need to do that. And so what you want to do is do a financial assessment. And in the manual is actually a health assessment. It goes on for about 6 pages, but it gives you all this information. Actually, it's the whole assessment here. You don't have to make this up. It's already here, how to ask the questions. So you want to find out financial information, and most of the time the adult kids don't even know this because nobody's sat down and really talked about it. Many adult children have talked to their parents about it, but don't expect that everybody's going to be forthcoming because older people, we're all, what don't we talk about? Money and sex. Especially money. So you're going to have to find this information out, and you want to find out income and assets because, again, what are you doing? You're creating a care plan to fix the problem, but you have to figure out how expensive that care plan can be. So what do you want to know about finances? Well, it's the basics. Social Security, which, with the new election is hopefully insured. But you want to find out about larger picture information that's economic, like do they have annuities, do they have stock, do they have pension? Usually a lot of people who are older had the old-fashioned way of a regular pension. Do they have a retirement plan, and do they have bonds? Bonds, very valuable. Do they have property? So what's it all about? It's about the affordability of the care plan. You're not just messing around with questions they don't want to answer. And you may need to ask the adult children this, and you're certainly going to have to get, if the person is competent, a release of information to get that information. Second thing is legal information, and that's really important to get. And again, in the manual is a form that tells you exactly what to ask for. And the first is advance directives. And I'm going to put on into my blog what that is. But basically, there's this wonderful one called 5 Wishes. And you sit down and you find out, asking these questions, if I, come to a point where I am dying, do I want to be resuscitated? Do I want all sorts of intervention? There are things like that, and an advance directive is important for anybody to get at any age. So you want to know, do they have an advance directive? Do they have a power of attorney for health care? Do they have a power of attorney for finances? And who is that? Because if they become incompetent, and any of us can have this happen if we're in an accident, we can't make, if you're in a car accident at 30, you need someone who can make those decisions for you. So you want to know that they have that. And you also want to know, do they have a will? Do they have a trust? How's that all set up? Not all the itty-bitty, parts of it, but just do they have it? Because that's really important to know. And most important, do they have an attorney? Because remember, we're dealing with a man now who we think might have some financial abuse. So it's very important for him to have an attorney, and you really want to get an elder law attorney. And you want to know, does he have an elder law attorney? And again, it's all in the forms that are here. It's a health assessment that is made for both a social worker and a nurse to be able to do. We will see you next time. You can check it out on my website, kathykress.com, and I will see you next time.